matches. Alan Thompson doesn't feature. He's suspended.
Gordon Strachan at the moment has got an abundance of players to pick in. The customary 4-4-2 situation, a pairing of Hartson and Sutton up front, experience, goals. Petrov in there with Lennon. Petrov, 4 goals in the last 2 games, goals everywhere in the Celtic team.
So substitutes lined up there for Dundee United have Billy Dodds on the bench, recovering from an Achilles tendon injury. Young Greg Cameron was the youngest player ever to play an SPL match for Dundee United. For Celtic, they've got youngsters too, and Wallace, Beattie and McGeady, and Stephen Pearson is also there. And Didier Agat replaces Alan Thompson. So the team's in the tunnel. The 2 captains, Paul Ritchie and Neil Lennon, ready to emerge here. And all the odds indicate that Celtic should be in a very happy hunting ground. An amazing record. Dundee United have only won 1 of the last 35 meetings in all competitions between the 2 sides. Quite remarkable. So from that familiar position in the corner of the ground at Tannadice, the players emerge. And one of them is young Gary Kenneth, who's just 18 years old. He played his first game in February in the Cup against Queen of the South. And he's already faced John Hartson. The result of his joust that time was a black eye, and the defeat. He's already said he'd welcome another black eye so long as his team wins.
Well, what can you say about this guy? His goals all through his career, 98 goals in 175 appearances for Celtic, looking to hit that 100 mark. Will he stay? Will he go? Always conjecture around John Hartson whether he's fit enough or not fit enough, but always scoring goals.
So a big day for Gordon Chisholm. They've lost just 1 league game here at Tannadice this season against Hearts by 3-0. 4 draws and a victory against Livingston. That's the record here. Only lost 5 goals though at Tannadice in the league. So he'll be hoping that his defence is as solid as ever. Eric McInnes there on the bench. Alan Freeland is the man in charge. 9 games this season, 31 yellows and 2 reds. Both these reds in the same match. St Johnstone players were unlucky. Now for Gordon Strachan, things have turned around from that horrible start against Arminia Bratislava, and then the 4-goal draw, 4 apiece at Motherwell. Now facing the prospect of being top of the league for the first time. So familiar Celtic pre-match huddle. They prepare for this great opportunity. And I wonder, Mark, to what extent past records play in the minds of players.
Oh, they do. I think especially the side that's on the poor end of the record, but I think Celtic and Gordon Strachan, I think they'll be pretty confident coming into this. They've been scoring goals, had a great result in midweek, and what better incentive than to come here to go top of the table. You've got John Hartson back, you've got Petrov scoring goals, the pairing up front of Sutton and Hartson is a scary one on the best of days. Young Kenneth, we're looking forward to this one.
So the highly experienced pairing of Hartson and Sutton get the match underway, and already we can tell you that the Dundee United back 3 has been reshuffled in the absence of McCracken. The responsibility of being the spare man in the middle goes to Paul Ritchie, the captain. Gary Kenneth is on the right and Alan Archibald on the left. So Robson and Nakamura there, but Archibald steps in. It's Jim McIntyre and Samuel. A chance here to take on Balde. Well, Colin Samuel preferred to Lee Miller in the absence of David Fernandez. That is quite significant, Mark.
Yeah, good battle that way today. Colin Samuel, Balde, 2 powerful players. And Samuel very, very quick. And if that is one of the weaknesses, should we say, of Balde, pace, he does not have that in abundance. So Colin Samuel hopefully getting up the side of him today.
That's Kenneth's first contribution, turned a very good pass to McIntyre, although he was offside. The flag is up on the far side. So, a free kick it is to Celtic.
A fortunate piece of passage of play there. If the referee lets that go, Sean Maloney's in the clear. Linesman doing a favour there for Dundee United.
Telfer, never present for Celtic this season. It's helped on there by Canero. That's Robson, now Mark Kerr, who was outstanding last week at Falkirk, but apparently not quite so dominant in midweek at Aberdeen. There's Telfer with a header, here's Lennon. Sutton screening the ball from Archibald, fine play by Sutton. Petrov, the man very much in form. That's Nakamura's pass, good play from Celtic, the short one though, cut off there by Samuel's pace. And here's Wilson now on the break. Samuel against Camara. Two very quick players. That was good play there by Samuel, and Camara's deflection was kept in by Boric.
Yeah, that's good work from Colin Samuel there. We've seen him up the right-hand side already. Now he's up the left-hand side. Just plenty of confidence just to knock the ball past Camara there. Just whipping the ball in. Wee deflection there. And Boric doing well just to keep the ball in play.
Yep, no argument there. Well, real aerial threat here. We heard Gordon Strachan before the match saying Craig Beattie was not on his side because he thought certain other tactics might win this match. There's Hartson's cross, a very good one. Beyond Maloney and cleared up now by Wilson. But clearly, I think Markey anticipates a lot of balls into Hartson and Sutton in the air.
Oh, you would expect that. I mean, Celtic pretty direct when they were building the play up.
Once again, Boric is quick to the ball and has gone out this time. The linesman's flag says that's a corner kick. Boric is not happy. He was so determined to avoid a corner initially.
I tell you what, did very, very well here. Initial mistake, keeping the ball in, did fantastic, but then quick thinking there from Peter Canero, nearly caught that man out.
So a corner kick for Barry Robson to take for Dundee United. Good in swing and it came on Sutton. It's an own goal. United have the lead.
What a fantastic delivery. We've seen it week in, week out. Barry Robson. It's a very, very difficult ball to defend against, but delivery makes the goal here. You say getting the ball in there. If he takes a deflection off a defender or a striker, it's goal bound. And it's Chris Sutton just getting caught the wrong side. The goalkeeper with no chance whatsoever there. Flashing past the goalkeeper's left hand, near post. It's Dundee United, first effort on goal, 1-0 into the lead.
Well, Chris Sutton, we've seen him so frequently running at the near post for corner kicks for Celtic and scoring. And his head was hanging instantly there when that found the net. There's Gary Kenneth launching that beyond Rosette even, bouncing back off the back of the stand.
What it shows you though, Joe, you get yourself a defender or an attacker defending a corner like that, the wrong side of the ball. It's vicious swerve on the ball. It's very, very difficult to control a header. It's coming in with so much pace. It's very, very difficult. Here you see it, just flashing in. Chris Sutton just drifted the wrong side of the ball, but has to head the ball. No chance for the goalkeeper.
Well, it really sets up a match and a half now. Well, it's now 280 minutes since Dundee United lost a goal here at Tannadice in the league. Quite incredible. And the offside flag is up against Jim McIntyre. So now Gordon Strachan with a lot of food for thought, and for Dundee United the best possible launch pad, no question about that.
John Chisholm for the last 2 or 3 games will be delighted the way his team have defended as well. John conceded a goal for the last 2 home games.
Yeah, that's right. So it's a goal kick now to United. Derek Stilley can take that. And for Gordon Chisholm, the ideal start without question. The last time United beat Celtic was in August 1999. A 2-1 victory here. It was Celtic's first defeat under John Barnes. And last time they scored the opening goal was in December 1999, but they didn't actually win the match that time. In fact, they lost by 3-2. There's Robson now with a header.
You always say, Doc, as well about taking your chances. I mean, that's the first chance on goal that Dundee have had. And I think we're delighted with that fact.
Sutton seeing up there for Nakamura, wanting more time on the ball, and Clare will allow. And a handball there, giving a free kick to Dundee United. So the game being compressed into that central area, which will suit Dundee United, I think, better than Celtic. Nakamura demonstrated on Wednesday night against Motherwell how effective he is given any space at all on the ball. That's Petrov's header out. Now Kenneth. think very highly of young Kenneth here at Tannadice. Obviously do, he's played in the cup final already. In fact, was the man who tripped Craig Bellamy for the Celtic penalty kick, which Chris Sutton missed. Hamden, way back in May. This is Bredman. On the far side is Wilson. Headed away by McManus. That's Archibald. Camera's header out. Sutton teeing it up there for Lennon. Celtic anxious to calm down and start the passing movements from midfield. Off goes Camera. Caught there by the challenge of Peter Canero.
Nice Camera, as we expect. Canero chasing back there, just catching Kamara. We expect him to be bombing up and down that left-hand side for the whole game, as you expect. But I think important that Dundee maintain this sort of tempo. They started at a good pace, not letting Celtic settle on the ball, denying space in that midfield area where we know Celtic are very, very strong and build from. And I think that's what Chisholm will be driving at.
I think that's why it's a five-man midfield, but in part so that they can get three narrow midfield players on Petrov and Lennon. We've got Canero, Kerr and Brevett, all very energetic players, but that's Hartson. His touch let him down. Covering player was Robson. Here's Samuel. Bundled over by Balde's strength.
Yeah, super play there. By the striker, ball just knocked in. You say he's a big strong boy, Colin Samuel. He's prepared to just let the ball come into him and let Baldy come on top and win the free kick, take the pressure off his side.
So Paul Ritchie here with the short free kick to Archibald. Came off Telfer. Lennon gives it straight to Kerr. There's Kennan. And he has Wilson there. Well, the referee's still nothing wrong with that. An accidental little collision there with Camara in his view. Here's Sutton linking with Hartson and Nakamura. Telfer overlaps. Here's Paul Telfer. Now Sutton. Very good at setting up the play from there. Here's Maloney trying to find a shooting chance. Still Maloney. Goes down under the pressure there from Gary Kenneth, and Dundee United supporters giving Maloney a bit of stick for going down the way he did. Certainly didn't look like a penalty.
That's good play from Maloney, just knocking the ball there. To see that one again from another angle, but that looked pretty close. That didn't look like there was much ball taken.
Not much of an argument either from the Celtic players though. There's Mark Kerr doing some tidy work in the middle of the field. It's played long by Kenneth, who used the pace of Samuel. The ball skidding off the wet surface. Well, Sean Maloney was very agile and nimble out in that penalty box. Look at this again.
No, absolutely nothing on that ball whatsoever from the young defender. I think Sean Maloney has a case there.
Yeah, that certainly suggests he did have a case, no question. I thought there was contact on the ball, but there clearly wasn't. So Sean Maloney upset. There's Vladimir Romanov, the owner of Hearts, looking on with a very relaxed appearance. Header by Telfer. That's Lennon playing it back. Interesting how Celtic made very little of that, didn't they, that penalty shout. Here's Maloney. Against the foul this time. Brought down by Wilson. Regular teammates, the under-21 international team, these two. It's too long from Camera. Nakamura being bowled over there onto the mud by Barry Robson. Welcome to Dundee.
I think that's one thing I've been impressed with Barry Robson over the past. His defensive qualities. We know how good he is going forward with his deliveries and free kicks, but defensively very, very good.
Neither man is very good at the set piece. Shunsuke Nakamura, Alan Phelan looking very carefully at what's happening inside the box as Nakamura lines this up. It's a very good ball in and extremely good defending there by Alan Archibald. The foul given against Chris Sutton anyway, but Archibald deserves great credit here.
Absolutely fantastic defending from Archibald here. A wee little nudge from the Celtic striker, but Archibald just getting there, watching the ball all the way. Crashing into his own defender. Good defending.
Yeah, it was Paul Ritchie who actually got his head to it eventually, but it was Archibald who was looking after Sutton. Manus with a header. It's not the kind of service John Hartson prefers when he is asked to run into corners. It's the ball played to feet or in the air. Back with Kenna. Long and hopeful, and certainly causing no difficulty for Celtic. And Kenna, this is Telfer with lots of space to advance into. Nakamura's found space for himself very well in midfield. That's good play. Here's Camara. Aiming for Hartson. Good marking again by Archibald. That's Petrov. That's with a marvellous hat-trick in midweek. Hartson very well marked there by Archibald.
Fantastic ball in there from Camara, up into the last third again. Good defending again there. Well, then Archibald getting his head on that again. He'll be pleased to bits with the start he's had.
Skidding off Telfer straight to Samuel. Well, that's very good play by Samuel. He's away from two players. Canero now closed down by Petrov. There's Samuel again, trying to test Artur Borac in goal. Well, there's no question. Dundee United are in the mood all right.
Yeah, that man there started the game very well. Used to coming off the bench to try and help his team, but getting a start. Not afraid to have a shot. Big strong boy. We've seen it now. Balls have been knocked into his feet. Just using his physique to get the ball around defenders.
Sutton screening it brilliantly, looking there for Maloney and for Petrov. Well, he's finding the positions all right, Petrov, but he hasn't yet found his shooting boots.
It's ominous. Petrov just getting himself into the game now. It's 2 in the last 2 minutes, just getting himself into that box. His customary run in. It's the finishing that's letting him down at the moment. And 4 goals in the last 2 games, a hat-trick in midweek. A man banging form.
Still his kick out, aimed for Robson. Paul Telfer, a bang in the face there. Seems to have recovered though, as Celtic try to build on the left with Camara. There's John Hartson. Back it comes to Stilley. Well, United were determined, I thought, initially when they scored the goal, to make sure they were very tight around the midfield, not to allow Celtic back in the game quickly. But for that penalty shot from Maloney, they have coped very well indeed.
I think they've just weathered that 5 or 10 minutes that you would probably expect a reaction after Celtic, after scoring, conceding a goal.
Now Sutton, supported here by Maloney. Block was made by Wilson. The United fans giving Maloney some stick for going down in a penalty situation, but when they have another look, they may think that they're being harsh on him. Maloney's corner, and Baldy was up there, so too was Sutton. Perhaps got in each other's way.
That's a chance and a half, that, Joe. See this ball, another great delivery again from Maloney, but that is a chance, a very, very good chance. Not like Sutton could have been bowled it, but I think it was that man there trying to make amends for the own goal. But a great opportunity.
It was Sutton, but I think Baldy had a great opportunity. Had Sutton not touched that, he was plumb in front without being marked at all. That's good covering play there by Ritchie. The clearance not quite so decisive though. Petrov battles to win it back. Here's Telfer. Oh, it's a great dummy. That's Hartson, and that's the equaliser. Terrific striking play between Sutton and Hartson, and Sutton there's one apiece.
Fantastic play. How many times do we see that? The link up. Super ball into Sutton. We saw it last week. So many occasions, but that is why that man is in the side, and that's why he's got 99 goals now for Celtic. It's his first chance of the game. Thank you very much. Make the keeper make a save. should be stopping that. He's getting a good hand to it, but hitting the target, getting his team right back into this game there. Great finishing, always hitting the target. His 99th now for Celtic. Can he make it 100?
And his 9th goal of the season, despite being on the bench for the last 4 matches and having some injury problems. Well, a perfect reply there from Celtic, demonstrating very clearly their aspirations to be league leaders at the end of the day. Sutton challenged well by Kenneth. Petrov did well. This is Hartson again. Block was made by Ritchie. Here's Sutton. Lennon supporting. Nakamura. Camara. Maloney. Much to overhit that ball from Maloney, but a lot of relief in the Celtic ranks, I'm sure, thanks to Hartson's goal.
Here's the goal again. Tough on the ball, just sliding that ball in a simple step over. Probably a shout there from Hartson, as you would expect. Great link-up play. Link-up play at its very best.
Fine play by Petrov and by Lennon. Here's Camera, an upward pass for him to control. Little question mark perhaps about Derek Stilley for the goal, Mark?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's hit the targets well inside the post, Hartson. Good hand to there. Be hypercritical. If he gets a stronger hand to it, probably keeps it out. But I think give the credit to the goal scorer in the move there.
Played back by Archibald to Kenneth. That's good play from United. Here's Kerr. Looking there for McIntyre. It's won by McManus. The little flick there from Petrov. Nakamura has moved right across to the far side to overload for Celtic on the left. That's a good tackle by Archibald. Lennon again to Petrov. Interception was made by Canero. It was intended for Maloney. That's Wilson. Now Samuel. Fine tackle by McManus. Beautifully timed.
Super defending there from McManus. Thought about going in close on there, and Samuel just checked his run and waited for the turn. Inch perfect.
Good defending by Stephen McManus. And so too is Neil Lennon, very sharp with a block on Bredman.
Super play from Dundee United here. Ball just up the side of the centre half, but Buric just doing enough to send the ball away from the goal, but that is half a chance.
That's good defending by McManus again, having a good start to the match for Celtic, and he too is in a very good run of appearances. His 15th consecutive match in central defence for Celtic. Now Petrov comes forward. Nakamura. Isn't showing too much of that to Bredman. Here's McIntyre. Good first touch. Went for too long on the ball. McManus with a good challenge. Celtic have it again. It's a key phase in the game, you suspect. United under a bit of pressure now as Maloney sets off with a very good effort. Turned away by Stilley, but it was very troublesome, that ball from Maloney.
Good football all around there. This young man's made a good start to the game. Playing turned down, but a great strike, great save, good football. Super stuff, bouncing just in front of the goalkeeper. The keeper doing enough that time.
Referee Freeland is going to have words with one or two players who are doing a bit of jostling inside that penalty box. Nakamura has a short option to Lennon if he wants to use that. He's going for the orthodox in-swinger. And it is another free kick. Robson and McManus clashed in the box.
They were the two that were coming together before the corner came in. His arms, hands, I think 6 of one and half a dozen there. And the referee on the side of the defender there.
Baldy's header, there's Barry Robson. Nakamura quickly in and Archibald, who wanted a little more time to deliver the ball, and Celtic would allow.
Yeah, I think Dundee United just guilty over the last 5 minutes of giving the ball away very, very cheaply, just like that there, just an aimless ball forward. A bit more possession.
Very frequently indeed this season, at least 3 times, and he still hasn't scored.
He's got an excellent
this season.
Excellent technique. The young man has with his left foot. You saw from the goal. Dundee United, you see, as you've just said, time and time again doing this.
Well, Robson's got the swerve and the craft. Alan Archibald, I can tell you, he's got a lot of dig at his left foot too. Well, that was turned over by Lennon, and a very sensible clearance at that. A good free kick this.
Yeah, plenty of pace on it. It's from goal ban. I think Boric is going to get it. Lennon just getting that head on it. So it's safely over the top.
Everyone back except Nakamura for Celtic to defend this corner kick from Mark Wilson. Commanding goalkeeping by Boric. Well, remember, the man of the match competition here again. You won the signed shirt from that man of the match if your selection agrees with that of Mark Haitley at the end of the match. There's what you have to do. Call 0901 65 65 515 from the Republic of Ireland, 1513712444. Remember that text address MOTMH or MOTMP space player's name to 85010, and the rest of luck with that. There's Nakamura, tackled well by Kerr. Massive energy in midfield, Kerr. He thought he should have had a goal kick at that. I'm feeling this could be a really key phase in the match as Celtic press to go in front, and United are hanging on rather after the break start. Well, too high for everyone, including the flying Sean Maloney.
Good variation there. We've seen Celtic whip the ball in near post on a couple of occasions, and that one just floated to the smallest guy on the pitch, Sean Maloney at the far post.
Header on there by Maloney. This is Sutton. Maloney again. Camera goes off on a run outside him. Celtic have kept possession very well indeed, and they now have Telfer in space. Petrov. Was that handball by Brebner? Well, advantage allowed anyway. This is Nakamura. It's a fine ball in. Difficult one for Hartson, but he tried very hard to turn it beyond Stilley.
It's a super pass. Nakamura here, just a little bit of checked hand side, just taking the ball away from Hartson. Difficult ball at the best of times on this surface.
Here comes the Telfer. This is McManus. Now Lennon. Now Paul Telfer. Well, it tells the story. Celtic growing in stature as the game unfolds. 60-40 possession, and I reckon in the first 10 minutes that would have been much more even. Here's Camara. The block was made by Kenneth. You have the feeling, Mark, that United are on the ropes at the moment.
Yeah, they have to get hold of the ball, and when they do get hold of the ball, as I said before, they just keep giving the ball away. You know, that sort of ball just like that, aimlessly pumped forward, nowhere.
Camara returns the compliment there for Celtic to give Dundee United a chance to come forward with Brebna. Now McIntyre, a quiet match so far. That's a very good angle ball, intercepted well by Balde. Now Robson, caught in two minds, I think, in trouble there by Lennon's presence. Good play by Lennon. Now Nakamura. Petrov has found space. He also has found Maloney. Well, it's dangerous allowing Maloney to come in like this. A deflection. It's home. The second goal for Celtic. Sutton got the touch.
As we were saying before the game, Hartson and Sutton, goals everywhere. These two. Great play from Sean Maloney. Had a good start to the game. A shot goal bound, instinctively putting his foot out there. Chris Sutton just to change the direction of the ball. Still absolutely no chance, but we could see that coming the last 10-15 minutes. Celtic have been on the ascendancy, getting that reward. It's Chris Sutton taking his team 2-1 into the lead.
His 13th goal against Dundee United, only his second of the season. Ritchie's tackle, breaks for Nakamura. Noise coming with the Celtic supporters now after that difficult start. Things looking much brighter. Telfer drives it against Paul Ritchie. Took it full in the face. Referee's going to check any damage to the United captain. Shrugs him aside. He's all right. Telfer in possession again. Testing time for Dundee United. You do have pace up front though, and pace from midfield, and pace on the flanks from a man like Wilson. A long way inside, playing that for Samuel. That's a very good turn. It's a brilliant goal by Samuel. United are back on level terms, and that was sensational.
What a reply that was. What a reply. That man, seen him. Ball's knocked into him, using that frame, using his backside to turn the defender. Wilson, the creator here, great run, there you go. Got the defender half turn, nothing on his mind. There you go, half turn onto his right foot, get the shot off. Bulic, absolutely no chance whatsoever there at the near post. Pace and power, that's what that man is all about, Colin Samuel. His third goal of the season, team right back in it now.
Well, tails up now for United. Mark Wilson's contribution to that goal was outstanding. Here he goes again. Steve McManus will also be wondering just why or how he allowed Samuel to turn like that. That's a very bad tackle by Archibald, a very nasty one on Sutton. Demonstrating a high degree of frustration there, I think, Archibald. He's trying to make some kind of statement too.
If you want your manager telling you at centre half to make tackles on key players, that's where you do it, on the halfway line, not on the edge of your own box.
Nakamura now, forward to Sutton, he's found space to angle that in, and Kenneth had to win that ahead of Petrov, who had stolen into the box. Good play by the youngster.
That's good play there from the young boy. It's a good ball into the far post, but kept his concentration, kept his eye on the ball. So it's Sean Maloney with a corner kick.
Baldy helps it on, it's in the net again! Sutton has seemed to get the last touch once more. Well, every attack threatens to produce a goal at the moment.
Incredible sequence of play over the last 2 minutes. That ball into the near post, 2 flicks, Sutton picking up his second. The man on the post not able to keep it out. But that's the delivery again. Hard ball, comes off the defender's back.
Came off Alan Archibald.
Alan Archibald, yeah. Chris Sutton claiming it. An incredible passage of events there.
Well, that looks like an own goal again. Another own goal, this time by Alan Archibald. Oh, what an incredible match. Oh, what's going to happen? Every time a team goes forward, you think there's a goal coming. Just past the half-hour mark, and we've got 5 goals scored. And a foul there on Chris Sutton.
Wonder what's going through the managers' minds at the moment, Jock.
Well, indeed, all the planning and tactics usually working out defence very carefully. Here goes Hartson again. And that's a good tackle by Archibald, helping out his keeper, Derek Skelly.
Incredible. Every attack looks like there could be a goal at the moment. Great play again here from Sutton and Hartson. Hartson just using that arm to keep the defender away. Archibald getting that tackle in.
So, Sean Maloney again with a set piece. Celtic desperate, I think, to get a 2-goal cushion as quickly as they can. Good catch by Sturrock. Well, the referee having words with John Hartson, I think.
We're not allowed to move in front of that goalkeeper once he's on the move. John Hartson's well aware of that fact.
Well, any doubt being dispelled by that little lecture from Alan Freeland, giving him a little view on the laws of the game. Good leap there by Telfer. Richie has to recover quickly. Well, United were given that lifeline by Colin Samuels, magnificent goal, but they weren't able to settle on that position for long enough. And now they're back, I think, in a holding situation as Celtic come forward again. That's beautifully played by Maloney. And Camara inconvenienced enough by Kenneth to play that beyond the touchline or the goal line.
Good play by Camara again, as you say, you'd expect him to do. But Sean Maloney again getting the ball and driving forward. Kenneth just seeing the problem and getting himself out there, just doing enough.
Baldy's header, here's Wilson. Kerr to Kenneth. McIntyre a little bit careless with the ball inside and apologising there to Mark Kerr. The Hearts scored 3 times here against United in the league in a 3-0 victory. Apart from that, it's been a couple of single goals only in league matches here until today. Now 3 in the first half hour. They have managed to score twice themselves and will clearly have belief about them, United. They can score when they get the chance to go forward, and that changes the complexion of a game. There's Samuel, he certainly wants another chance at goal. Free kick's been given. The attentions of Camara adjudged illegal.
Yeah, he's the man, Colin Samuel, today for Dundee United. Every time the ball goes into him, he's as strong as an ox. Very, very powerful boy, as we said before the game. Pace and power, that's what his game's all about.
So here's Barry Robson. Good ball in, very good ball in. Hartson back defending it. He did very well indeed there. And now Maloney. Lennon available inside. Going for distance. And a bit of hard work there for Kenneth to get there along with Petrov. It's Baldy's header, now Sutton. Petrov stumbled there. I think he's going to try and pick out Nakamura over to the far side. He's apologised to his teammate there, Petrov, telling Nakamura that was indeed his intention. Good pass from Baldy. This is Maloney. Support comes from Lennon. There's Maloney again. Nakamura's drifted across to the left. Celtic are overloaded there. Leaving only Telfer on the right. hopeful ball by Archibald. Samuel a willing figure to chase that, and McManus can take no chances. Wilson's header. McManus again. Delicate play from Petrov and Nakamura, but it goes wrong. Breaks down on Kenneth. There goes Samuel again. Waiting for the tackle, I think, from Camara. Complaining there to the assistant on the far side about something. So Mark Wilson shielding his eyes from the sun as he throws this back to Kenneth. Kerr's available inside. Baldy's strong in the challenge on McIntyre, who is guilty of impeding him. Not that it made much difference to the Celtic centre-back. So the man of the match competition, well, it's a very tough call at the moment, that's for sure. The signed shirt for that man of the match available to the winner of the competition. And you choose your player, see what matches that of Mark Hateley, call the numbers on screen or use that text address to select your player before the end of the match. Archibald again doing well there against the Hartson Roller. This is Kerr now to Brebner. Well, Kenneth, Wilson hugging the right touchline, but he can't be picked out because Maloney's backtracked to mark him. Kerr forward, that's careless. Now he's got to turn back to cope with Petrov's creative abilities and that of Nakamura in midfield. Celtic can afford to be patient now and have that precious lead. There's Paul Telfer. Hartson. Challenge made by Ritchie and Sutton was effective for United. There's Grant Brebner, ever present this season. Started his career at Manchester United. Stilly's long clearance aiming for McIntyre, who's beaten comprehensively by Baldy. Celtic once again settling into a pattern of play, retaining possession brilliantly. Here's Sutton breaking. That's for Hartson. Well, Hartson was away from his marker, but still he sorted it out for United.
A super play from Chris Sutton on the far side again. John Maloney involved. John Hartson to good to ground there and try and take the ball on the goalkeeper. I think he was entitled to. The ball was there. Pretty worried about the easiness and the ease in which he gets in there.
This is Brebner. Manis on his own there, they nod that down for Petrov. Maloney has a sprinting figure of Camara outside him. Look at this long run, good ball in. It was so difficult for Archibald. Well, I don't think he tried to miss it, but he certainly was concerned about nothing past his keeper again.
It's a great run from Camara again, fantastic ball. Archibald just doing enough there to put Hartson off. Super energy, this boy.
Terrific athlete, Camara.
Yeah, fantastic ball across, right into a danger area.
Well, that challenged by Baldy on Samuel, I think. Tackle from behind, penalised by referee Phelan.
It's important for Dundee United to remember how they've got the goals. You know, the sort of delivery into the box, the ball's up to feet over the last 5 or 10 minutes. You know, it's been those sort of balls, high, hopeful balls that Manus and Baldy can deal with all day. Just got to remember the ball's into feet. The side of defenders has been their joy so far in this first half.
Maloney's pass for Sutton was an excellent one, beautifully judged. And Kenneth can't prevent the corner kick. Celtic menacing with every attack.
So, Chisholm will be worried about the easiness and the ease in which Celtic are coming down that Right hand side of Dundee United, left hand side for Celtic. Camera, Sean Maloney, now Sutton, all exploiting that.
Good ball in there, and it's scrambled away. Still he was in trouble. Another excellent corner kick from Maloney. Here he goes again. Petrov makes space for himself beautifully. This is the layoff from Sutton. Baldy still well forward. Kenneth doing well enough against Sutton there to make sure there's no trouble from the header. Well, I think Gordon Chisholm may be reflecting it's unfortunate not to change his back three. He's changed every position in the back three for this match. With David McCracken out, he's rejigged it totally, and I think they've had some difficulty adjusting to that. No criticism of young Kenneth in particular coming into the side, but he's meant every position in the back three had to change for this game. Maloney and Wilson, a couple of very good athletes. Wilson in particular, terrific athlete.
That's a good race down that far side. Wilson, Maloney, Camera. Got a good turn of pace.
Oh, here's Nakamura in a shooting position. And Paul Ritchie recognised the danger there, closed them down very rapidly to make the block. Here's McIntyre. Cross it comes to Kerr. Now Robson. Late stages of the first half. Samuel now takes over. Brebner calls for the ball in good position. Didn't sit nicely for him. He was trying to tee that up for a shot at goal.
Yeah, it was never right for him there. The ball was knocked in. Colin Samuel just sat up there. Didn't come down for him. Just try to force it.
Well, the Celtic supporters and excellent voice here. They sense the prospect of going back to the top of the SPL for the first time in the season. A chance on for Sutton this time. And he appeared to be held by Kenneth. That surely was a foul by Gary Kenneth. Chris Sutton can't believe that. Well, no indications coming from the system on this side, but it looked to be a clear foul by Kenneth on Sutton.
Arms were there, yeah, a little pull back of the left arm there. Chris Sutton using his energy and strength to keep going, but a lucky escape there for young Kenneth.
Well, Sutton actually deserves great credit for the way in which he conducted himself there, because he kept striving to get on the end of that ball and get a better shot at goal. Could have gone down a heap and made things look worse, but he's thoroughly honest in his approach to that.
Great link-up play again though from Hartson and Sutton.
Here comes Nakamura. Telford goes outside him. That's for Sutton, another dummy this time, and this time it's the other way round. Sutton leaving it for Hartson to play him in. Great understanding in the front two.
Fantastic understanding, but it's all close stuff. They're never further than 10-15 yards apart from each other. You can get the little 1-2s in, the little step overs, the little flick-ons. Be great to watch the first half, then returning them to front.
So a half-time whistle, no additional time out there as they play at a frantic pace.
期待を張っていきました。